It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So this week for the video, I'm doing something I've never done before, and I just kind of created spontaneously. We've been having some really bad weather here in North Dakota. It is snowing nonstop, crazy blizzard. I can hardly see out my basement window because there's so much snow there. So I have not been able to source at the thrift stores as much as I would like to. They were actually even closed earlier this week. So I still had the itch to source. And I was asking myself, well, I'm sure I can figure some stuff out online and do some sourcing there. So I thought to myself about, Facebook Marketplace, and I've sourced on there before. But usually when I source on Facebook Marketplace, I do it for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. And, my efforts sometimes pay off and sometimes they don't. But I thought to myself, what if I really narrowed in and focused on this for a long time? So I thought to myself, I should create some kind of reseller challenge. And I challenge you all to try it too and see what you find. So I timed myself for an hour and I said, you're gonna source on nothing but Facebook Marketplace for this hour and see what you found. And I did find some things. So that's fantastic. And I'm going to talk about what I found today in the video. And I'm also going to talk about what I wasn't able to get, but I still saw. So there are still some deals out there on Facebook Marketplace. Granted, it's changed a little over the years because it's now become this kind of extension of eBay where the prices are similar. People know what they have. But there's still bargains to be found. It's just a little bit more challenging, but that's why it's a challenge, right? 1 hour challenge. What did I find? Let's talk about it. Okay, so first thing I did, I started searching kind of generic terms because I find that the best listings that you can make profit on are often not titled even what the object is. Like for example, if you search old toys as a general search term on Facebook Marketplace, you're gonna find some, possibly good listings there to purchase. If you type in vintage toys, you may not find as good of results. But I did both, and I was able to find these Power Rangers. It's a lot of Power Rangers for $40. At first that sounds like kind of a lot, but Google Lens is my friend, and I started taking pictures, like screenshots of the different Power Rangers that were in this lot, and I discovered that there are far more than $40 worth. This one singular figure alone is worth $50, and then I found parts of what's a very expensive Power Ranger that I should be able to lot together for, a very good amount of money. So I expect to make, I don't even know how much on this yet, but I'm guessing around $80 probably on this once everything's sold. So this is getting delivered to me, so I can't show it to you unfortunately right now, but it is on its way. So that was item number one that I found. That was definitely good. Number two, I searched generally under toys, and that's exactly what this lot was called. They actually had, 4 different pages of toys in the pictures on the listing. And there were some Slug Terra toys. I did not know what these were before I started looking. Oh, important detail. I'm actually doing just toys for this 1 hour search for this day. So good for you all to know. So you're going to see all toys for this. So Slug Terra, didn't know about it, but you get a lot of the toys and they're worth some money, and they were selling the whole lot for $5. So I definitely wanted to get this. Unfortunately, I did not. They did not respond to me. Sure, there's a chance they still could, but they did already see the message and didn't respond back. So I'm thinking they either sold them or donated them because the listing had possibly been there for a long time. I'm not sure, I'd never seen it before that day, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't listed weeks before that, because that's kind of how Marketplace is. So didn't get those, but that's an example of how you can do a general search term like toys, and that's usually where the bargains are. So take note there. So whatever it is you want to buy, it doesn't need to be toys. Just search something really general, and you never know what you might find. Item number 3 I came across. This was a really good one. I did a general search for action figures, looking for kind of lots that might end up being vintage action figures. And I actually discovered some kind of newer action figures that were brand new. I discovered these Dragon Age action figures. This is from a video game. I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about it. I just know that it's from a video game. But I looked them up, and it turns out these are very valuable figures. These are worth around $100 each. And the seller that was in my city wanted $30 for the pair. So I gave him $30, and he gave me the figures. So here's one. Here's what they look like. This is a bolo for sure. So there's one, and this one has a little bit of, the color's a little off on the plastic, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. But here's the second one. So these are a great pickup, and so it just goes to show what just looking up action figures was able to find me. So yay, that was great. And last but not least, because I couldn't resist, because I love them so much, you guessed it, Monster High. I looked these up in my local area, and this listing was like the slightly out of the area listings that they give you, and I saw how cheap they were. $15. And the lady mentioned she had 3 of them. Shipping was not an option, and it was too far away for me to drive. So I took a chance, didn't even think this was going to work, but I messaged her and I asked her if she'd be willing to ship, and she said yes. So it never hurts to ask. This does not usually work out for me, but for $15 each, it was so worth buying these and paying a little bit for shipping, because these sell for $50 each all day long, you know, brand new. These are great figures. Dolls, I mean, sorry. These are great dolls, these particular ones. So I was so excited to get those. I have not gotten them yet, of course, but I will at some point, and I will make some great profit on those, because that's, you know, about, let's see, 30, 50, 15. You do the math. It's good money. It's $35. Math is not my subject. Do you see how I struggled with that? Maybe I shouldn't be in selling, you know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I need to go back to school. I don't know. I'm still making money. As long as you know, you can make money and use a calculator, you'll get there. Algebra was not my thing either, but I'm yet to use it since high school, so I guess I'm okay. Day 2. I decided to do a day 2. That was day 1. So I got 4 good listings that I found in an hour, and I'm definitely going to make some good profit, as you could see, on what I did get. So because it went so well, and because the weather was still so terrible, I decided to do a day 2. So I did a different search under day 2 so that I didn't just get all toys. With the holidays being here, I wanted to try to get some new stuff, because new inventory will sell great at this time of year, of course. So I did a general search locally for new to see what I could find. So here's what I found today. Well, the other day. Words are hard today, apparently. So I did a search for new and local, and I came across a North Face jacket. And they wanted $60 for it. I talked them down to $50. It's brand new with tags. Nice jacket. It's a size small, which is not the best size ever to sell, but I find that size small will sell better than an extra small, because if it's an extra small, people will just buy a junior size, or a kid's size. So size small, well, it's not the best in adult women's sizes. At least, you know, you've got your middle schoolers, teenagers that could buy it as well as your grown-ups. So I bit the bullet and I paid $50, and I have it right next to me. So I was able to get this. It's a very nice jacket. So it has a tag on it that says $127.98. So that's the price that they purchased that at the store for. So it kind of gives you some perspective on what it's worth. So it's, you know, worth, I'm going to do it a little bit lower than that on eBay so it looks like a bargain. But having paid $50, I'm going to make over $50 on that jacket. So that was a great pickup just by searching new. You're going to find all the new items. And next item I found, well, wasn't intentionally looking for toys. Again, it's still a good time of year to sell toys. So if you find more, why not? I can't resist a bargain if I see it. So I found a new in-box Barbie set. They wanted $20 for it. I tried to talk them to $15. They didn't want to do that. I get it. It's actually a $50 set. So I said, that's no problem. I'll pay $20. No big deal. So I went and picked it up in the gross weather. And man, this thing is big. I am going to have to charge a lot of money to ship this because it is large, but oh my gosh, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to knock myself out with it, but yep, here it is. You probably can't even see it all at once. I'm going to have to like pan it across the screen. So yep, so $20 for this, brand new. It's worth $50. So that was a fantastic pickup. I'll make $30. I'll make sure I charge enough for shipping that I don't lose money. So I'm sure everybody that's selling this on eBay is going to have to charge a decent amount for shipping just because of the size of the box. But yeah, that's a good, you know, $30 before eBay fees to be made. I'm happy with that. So last but not least, I found these pink New Balance shoes, brand new. I looked them up. They were $80 and higher on eBay as far as comps go, what they sell for. So I thought, all right, you know, I'll see if I can offer her $45 and if she'll take it. So a few days went by and she didn't respond. So I figured she'd either already sold them or she didn't want to take $45. And then I just got a message right before I started making this video saying, hey, I'll take them if you can pick them up tomorrow. All right, that's good. I'll go pick them up tomorrow. So I was able to secure those. I obviously can't show you them because I haven't got them yet, but I was able to secure those for $45. So I will make, you know, a little over $40 on those, which will be awesome. So I will probably price those in the, you know, mid 80s. Just to see how they go. You know, maybe I end up lowering them a little bit, but these are good profits. These are new things. They in theory should sell decently fast. Shoes, you know, it takes time to find the right foot, so I don't expect these to sell in a week, but whenever they sell, I do expect to make good profit on them. And that was it for day 2. But again, I only did an hour, but you know, you figure I found a few items each day, you know, making, you know, well over $100 in profit each day from just 1 hour of searching. So, you know, it's like I just made $100 an hour in a way, although you've got to factor in, you know, other things into that hourly rate. So I know I didn't quite make $100 an hour, but I made some good money, you know, just by doing some quick general searches on Marketplace. So when it comes to sourcing, you know, while it doesn't hurt to search for that specific item, if there's a genre that you prefer to sell in, you know, just doing a lot, you know, just you know, doing a search for, you know, lot of t-shirts. You never know what you might find. I did that once, and, you know, they didn't mention they were vintage. These sellers on Marketplace didn't really know what they had, but I mean, it was all Grail t-shirts. I mean, one of them sold in, it was this vintage Mike Myers Halloween promotional shirt. It sold in the hundreds for me. So all because I just looked up, you know, a very generic thing on Facebook Marketplace. If I had looked up, you know, Halloween promotional t-shirt and somebody was selling it on Marketplace, it would have been like $200-300, you know, on Facebook Marketplace, you know, with shipping. But the key is to try to just do those general searches and see what turns up. So I'm going to in turn challenge you all to try it yourself. Take an hour of your time, do some searching on Marketplace, do some sourcing, see what you can find. And hopefully you'll get some good deals and you'll make some good sales later on. So yeah, so that's about it for this week. I thank you all for watching. And again, this is Melanie with Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Happy holidays.